So in this video, you'll be able to see why only 1% of all millions of gamers are pro players. And of course, what it takes to be a pro player, what are the schedules and everything else. So let's get right into it. Why only 1% of all gamers are pro players? That's the biggest question that almost every gamer has. And the answer is really simple. You're just bad. Ha 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 ha. And I'm good. Please. One of the biggest things that usually gamers or just people in general who play games like 2 to 3 hours they don't get it is, for example, when you play a game or when you do any activity for a short periods of time, so for an hour or two, it can be really fun. So for example, if you are a football player and you play football, hour or two, it's fun. But when you play like 10s of 12 hours a day, it gets really repetitive and boring. So the same thing is with pro players. All that they do is sit in their chair and play video games for 10 to 12 hours, one game every day, every hour, every minute. And this is one of the many reasons why only few people are pro players. People get bored doing the same thing over and over again, and especially like with video games where you sit and bunch of times, especially if that's solo video game or you play by yourself, it's really boring. That's why you see your favorite streamers and stuff who play 10 to 12 hours a day, they always want to have a company and always try to get friends to play with or something like that. Because when you play by yourself, it gets like after 3 to 4 hours, it gets really boring and repetitive. And many pro players, especially in Fortnite and stuff, play by themselves like 80% of the time. The second thing is, of course, you need to be good. So mainly whenever you look at something and you think like that guy is, for example, going to gym 3 to 4 years or something, you always think, oh yeah, like he's good at it or something like that. But it's not the case in gaming. If you play 10 to 12 hours a day, you just can't get good by like only playing and not doing anything special or training or whatever. When you play the game 10 to 12 hours a day, you especially in that time need to get good. So players always try to analyze their things, what they're doing. Whenever they die or win, they try to like see everything and where they make mistakes or didn't. And that's the big thing. You need to get better and better every single time when you're playing. And you need to keep in mind that there's hundreds of thousands of people trying to do the same thing as you and even putting more hours, more effort and everything else. And in my opinion, the best thing what you do is just play from 6 to 10 hours a day, but not anymore, because when you do something like a lot, for example 15 hours a day, your progress and your mind will slowly fade away. Slowly fade away. Having said that, utilize your 6 to 10 hours a day, because yeah, it's the same thing. Like you can go to the gym hour or two, or you can go 4 to 5 hours. You will still have the same results. Of course, the third thing is the hardware. For you to be a pro player, you really need at least $1,000 worth of PC and like decent equipment. Of course, you don't need like $500 headset or $500 keyboard, but you need to have at least decent setup so you can play game without any lag. Because like we know in those type of games, especially if you have bad internet, mainly if you're even better than someone else but he has better equipment, he'll have much more bigger advantage than you. Of course, the fourth thing is knowing the best video settings and things so you can get as much advantage as possible in game. And the fifth thing, like I said, is just practice and practice. Everyone wants to get a millionaire or make money, but no one wants to put the time. And in my opinion, that's the biggest thing of all of them. And that was basically that. So these are my 5 reasons why only 1% of all gamers are pro players. Like per usual, in comment section down below, let me know what next video you want to see. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. My name is Kaid, signing out. Have a good one. Peace.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here